Hi, so I am going to be recreating the iodine clock reaction. To do this, you are going to need a couple of things. You're going to need some distilled water. You're going to need some cornstarch, vitamin C tablets. These ones are 1,000 milligrams. Some iodine tincture. This one is the 2%, so I guess I need 60 milliliters of this. And then hydrogen peroxide. So to do this reaction, you are going to be making two different mixtures. One of the mixtures, solution A, is going to be the 1,000 milligram tablets. You're going to be using 2 of these, and you're going to be using iodine to mix in with it. So we're going to start by taking 2 of the vitamin C pills, tablets, and crushing them up. Trying to crush it up as small as I can into powder. And then we can put it in a cup. So after crushing this up, then we're going to want to add the distilled water, which you're going to want to add about 60 milliliters, which is about 2 ounces. It's a little more than 2 ounces, so we'll just use a little less. And then you're going to want to mix it up. So after you get as much of it to dissolve as possible, you're going to want to strain it into a different container, which to do that we have the funnel with some coffee filters to catch all the little pieces. Which the liquid that should be coming out should be a clear liquid. Mine's a little yellow still. Not sure if that will affect the outcome of the experiment, but we shall see. Maybe a little less coffee filters might have been a little bit helpful. So mine's still a little yellow. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna strain it again, just to see if that does anything. I'm gonna use a paper towel this time to do it though, instead of a coffee filter, and see if that makes a difference. Try this. So as you can see, it's still kind of yellow. So next we're going to add the iodine tincture to the vitamin C mixture. And hopefully everything comes out right. Because it was only 2%, I do have to use the 60 milliliters of it. Which it does look like it is clear. So next we are going to do the cornstarch and peroxide solution that we are going to mix with solution A. So the next mixture that we're going to do is the cornstarch mixture, which you are going to use 0.4 grams of cornstarch, and you're going to mix it with 150 milliliters of hydrogen peroxide. So to do this, I have a scale to measure 0.4 grams, or about 0.14 ounces. Ounces, 0.14. So I am going to put it in here. So after microwaving it, this is what I got. So it is a little bit clearer than what it was, but not much. So now I am going to strain it. So I am going to strain this into this one and see if that helps it to get a little clearer than what it is. I probably should have used a little more than one. I'm gonna switch it to this cup though, because this one's a little small. Let's pour this back in so I can set it. So after getting your cornstarch, you're going to want to mix it with 350 milliliters of distilled water. Which is about here, give or take a little bit. Which I'm probably going to have to put into this cup because that one is very small. So I will pour some of it in here. Mix it so I can switch glasses. Transfer glasses. the rest of the water in here. So I'm going to stick this in the microwave for a little bit to try to get it a little bit clearer than what we currently have it at. After sticking it in the microwave, it still wasn't completely clear. I did transfer it into a plastic cup, but I am going to stick it back in here to strain it, which I am going to use about, let's use 3 coffee filters. To strain it in here and see if we can get it a little clearer than what we currently have it at. Which you could see while it's going in that it is not very clear. But as you see it coming out, it is getting clear. A lot clearer than what it was. So after straining everything, the solution is clearer than what it was. So now we're going to add 150 milliliters of hydrogen peroxide. I am going to measure it in this container and then add it to that. There is our solution. This is solution B. So taking our solution B, solution A, mixing the same amount into one container, we should get a reaction. Please don't.
Can you rewind that, please?
So upon finishing my experiment, I got more of like I want to say a greenish color than a blue, but I did notice that once it sat there a little bit longer, it did get a little bit darker. So the reason why we get this reaction is because we have multiple chemicals in the mixtures that are pretty much fighting and wanting certain things. One wants to be one being the hydrogen peroxide wants to oxidize the I negative back to I2, and the other one is wanting to reduce the I2 back to I negative. So we have these chemicals that are fighting back and forth, and because we have vitamin C inside the mixture of solution A, the vitamin C is consumed by the hydrogen peroxide, which causes I2 to start to accumulate. This causes the reaction and the color change in the two chemicals when put together.